When producing content to use it as a lead gen for your business, the number one rule is to do everything reverse of what you're feeling right now. You have to make content that actually brings people value and not mix in a sales call. It's very disciplined, it's very difficult. It's why I wrote a book called Jab, 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 Right Hook years ago. Give, 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 and then ask. Too many people bleed their give and their ask in the same piece of content, thus it's actually an ask, thus you don't convert. Building equity in the ecosystem around things that you've learned from your experience, whatever that may be, is completely imperative. There's also a lot of people that may just hire you because you're a Chiefs fan, and sharing that variable matters too. You don't have to. I produce more. How many people here follow me in social at all? So the hands that just went up, thank you. The hands that you may know, nobody produces more content a day. They may have got 100 pieces going across 11 platforms, but I share nothing about my personal life. No family stuff. You're fully in control. The machine and algorithm don't take you over. You get to put out what you want to put out. But you have to provide value, not put out a sales call. Number two, you have to be self-aware of how you communicate. There are a lot of people in here that would never put out a video because they don't feel good about the way they look. They're insecure when that camera light goes on. They just don't like it. And that's fine, that's amazing. Not everybody is wildly charismatic and handsome, I get it. However, many of you here can write 11 sentences in a way that I never could and post something on LinkedIn that would absolutely crush and become the awareness to you. Maybe you draw well. I'm not kidding. Some of my best content right now is the transformation of the things I believe into comic format that looks like a Sunday comic. Maybe you're audio. Maybe you're the kind of guy or gal that walks around Earth, has a thought, started to understand the kind of value people are looking for, and you take out your iPhone or your phone and you hit record and it's a memo and you talk for 2 minutes and you hit stop and you post that on these platforms. Communication has been established a long time ago. It's visual, it's audio, it's drawings, it's videos, it's words, it's basic. Radio, television, print is the internet now, it's all the same shit. You have to figure out how you communicate. Unable to be you? You're a one-woman shop? You better understand why MetLife has Snoopy. You wanna go real extreme? You're super private, you can't do it, you can't put yourself out there. It's really interesting for you to come up with a logo, to come up with a character, to speak on your behalf. Not building brand on the digital platforms of today is completely unacceptable. And before some classic dog raised their hands and says, Gary, I didn't grow up with this shit, that's why I'm not doing it, I want to remind everybody in this room, none of us grew up with this shit, and more importantly, the customer doesn't care that you were born in 1964, or 1952, or 49, or 92. You didn't grow up driving, you figured it out. And before you offsource this to your 23-year-old niece, because she's young, I want to remind you that if this is your business, it is now as important, in one man's opinion, I could be wrong, it's as important to understand this as it is to balance your checkbook. If your business and company does not understand contemporary communication, it is far more vulnerable than you think. It just is. This is happening quickly. Please be thoughtful. Please audit your businesses. Please notice a lot of your clients may be historical and that there is no lead gen, that you're not acquiring new leads in the classic way. Or more importantly, don't get high on your own supply. If something's working now because you're crushing some search term or you've got some ad buy and that actually represents 63% of all your business, A, things change, and B, the whole thing breaks. Somebody was crushing this industry on the yellow pages because they were AAA lawyer guy, and then that medium went away. You have no ability to be successful in AR, VR, blockchain, machine learning, new platforms, all the things that are coming in the next decade if you are not at least somewhat capable of understanding what's happening now. You're gonna miss the whole middle part. One of the biggest reasons I implore people here to produce content at scale on these platforms is just to get on the treadmill of being a digital native communicator, because when the next thing comes and it does really crush what you're doing, you're not even gonna know where to start. This is why everybody declines. This is why everybody declines. I don't want you to decline. I wanna emphatically create energy in this room that might make 3 people actually say, fuck it, it's time.